The 10th anniversary of the League of Legends World Championship is just around the corner. Millions of people from across the globe will tune in to see the greatest teams on the planet battle it out on Summoner's Rift. But what is Summoner's Rift? What is League of Legends? A MOBA? What the hell is a MOBA? Don't worry, we've got you covered. Let's take a dive into the rules and basic strategy of one of the most popular esports in the world. This is League of Legends 101. Classes in session. You might be asking yourself, what is a MOBA? The technical definition is a multiplayer online battle arena, but let's make it simple. Two teams of players, each controlling their own characters, play against each other on a single map. For League of Legends, each team consists of 5 players, and the map is known as Summoner's Rift. This is Summoner's Rift. The Rift has 6 areas that we need to focus on. 2 bases, 1 for each team. Each contains a nexus. More to come on that later. 3 lanes, top lane, mid lane, bottom lane, and lastly, the jungle. Point of the game, to use these areas to pave a path to victory by destroying the opposing team's nexus. Easy, right? Well, if that was the case, we'd all be Faker. Who? Never mind, let's get back to the basics. In order to understand the areas of the Rift, we must take a look at how a League of Legends team is structured. Each team is made up of 5 players, and each player has a specific role. The roles are broken out as follows: top laner, mid laner, bot laner or AD carry, jungler, and support. If you haven't figured it out yet, each of these roles plays a certain part of the map. But what about support? Nice work, you're learning fast. The support role is exactly what it sounds like. The purpose is to support the team. The support often starts in the bottom lane, but ensures that all other teammates have the assistance they need to execute their jobs at the highest possible level. Among a support's role is gathering information about the enemy team and their position. This is done through wards, expendable items that provide vision within a small area. This allows a team to see through the fog of war and gather that information, providing it to their team to both protect from enemies and attack them in these areas. So how does a team win the game? Well, they have to destroy the opposing team's nexus. But while that sounds like an easy task, it isn't. Many of these games will last 30 minutes or more as each team executes their strategy, increases their strength, and finally breaks through to victory. Let's dig into how all of that happens. First off, players can't simply walk to the enemy nexus and destroy it the moment the game begins. Before a team reaches the nexus, they have to make their way through the opposing team's turrets. Each lane has a total of 3 turrets and 1 inhibitor that must be destroyed before advancing towards the enemy nexus turrets. Each nexus is protected by 2 enemy nexus turrets, which cannot be attacked until at least one of the 3 inhibitors is destroyed. Destroy those last 2 turrets and the nexus is free game. Did we forget to mention that each turret can attack opposing players when they are within a certain distance? Well, that happens, but that isn't the only way a team can be attacked. Players can attack each other. And then there's minions. Yeah, minions. Each team has a set of minions that continue to populate and attack enemy turrets and players through each lane. Players can destroy enemy minions to increase gold and experience throughout the game. While minions are a small part of the game, controlling minion waves and using them to your advantage becomes an important part of the road to victory. One more thing to note on minions. If a team destroys an inhibitor, the minions for that particular lane become super minions. They have capes. They have capes! Nah, they don't have capes, but they do cause more damage and are harder to kill. During a match, players will consistently fight against each other as well as with monster camps and objectives to earn the game's 2 main resources, gold and experience. Experience allows players to level up their champion's skills and stats to gain an edge over the opponent. Gold is used to buy items from the in-game shop that also improves a champion's stats. All of these things come down to one simple thing. The more things you kill, the stronger your team becomes. There's no better place in Summoner's Rift to quickly gain an advantage over the opponent than the jungle. The jungle makes up the remainder of the map and is not defended by towers or minions. Each side is allotted the same amount of jungle, with a river serving as the division point. The jungle is populated with monsters, some small, some large, that can be destroyed by players who then gain gold and experience. Let's take a closer look at the large monsters. The Rift Herald. This monster will spawn on the top side of the map twice before the 20-minute mark of the game. Whichever team gets the final blow and destroys the Rift Herald will receive an item that can summon an ally Rift Herald, which can attack the opponent's turrets and cause large amounts of damage. Dragons. Yes, there's dragons! On the bottom side of the map is the Dragon Pit. Starting at 5 minutes, one of 4 elemental dragons, also known as drakes, will randomly spawn at this location for either team to fight. Each dragon provides the team who defeats it a stats benefit. Dragons will continue to spawn until the end of the game, with additional factors deciding which dragon will appear. If one team gets 4 dragons, they'll gain an additional stat bonus based off whichever element the game decides. Then an Elder Dragon will spawn, which provides even more benefits based off of which elemental dragons a team has slain before them. The Baron. The last monster type is the most powerful in League of Legends, Baron Nashor. Spawning at the same pit as the Rift Herald, the Baron will appear at the 20-minute mark and will continue to spawn every 7 minutes until the end of the game. The team that lands the killing blow on the Baron is awarded a team boost in attack damage and ability power for 180 seconds. Allied minions also become more powerful if nearby a champion with the Baron buff. Die while carrying that buff, and you lose it. Killing the Baron can be the final step towards victory, or stealing it can snatch your team out of the jaws of defeat.
They're gonna dive into the pit, plenty of damage available, but will they even stop the Baron as the smite? Oh, he gets the kill on the juggler! Who's gonna get it? Oh! You've gotta be kidding me! Licorice solo carrying this game! There's still 2 kills for Afrika, but can you believe that Baron steal?
Keep an eye out as some of the best team fights happen around Baron. So now you know the basics of how a match of League of Legends works. There's just one final piece to the puzzle, and for that, we have to go all the way back to the beginning of the match. Before a match begins, each team will enter a draft. During the draft, a team will decide which champions they want to ban from the opposing teams, as well as draft their own team's champions. Each team bans 5 champions. These bans eliminate them from being selected, forcing the team to select champions from the remaining champions pool. With 150 champions available, team compositions can be crafted in many different ways from many different strategic game plans. In some instances, when a match is all said and done, people will claim that the match will be won or lost during the draft phase. League of Legends is constantly changing and growing. New champions, big patches, and changes in playstyle. But in the end, these simple facts will hopefully help you understand it all better. For more coverage of League of Legends in the 2020 World Championship, keep it locked here on YouTube and at ESPN.com/esports.